Hi everybody, this is Captain John of SonarAngler.com. Today we're going to unbox and power up for the very first time our brand new monster, the Echomap Ultra 106 SV. This is a bundled system from Garmin that has the latest in Lakeview G3 charts with Navionics data as well as a UHD transducer. I'll be installing this on my training rig that I've already configured with one of the mounting brackets for this device. I hope you enjoy the video. Sonar Angler, helping you to get the most out of your fishing technology investment. Today we're going to unbox and power up an Echomap Ultra 106 SV for the first time. Let's get started with the unboxing. One thing to take note, if you're subject to a rebate, you want to make sure that you keep track of this serial number. You'll also need that to register the device. We have a protective dust cover. It's light gray in color, looks relatively sturdy, and hopefully that'll do the trick. This is the display. As you can see, it's got just the docking station plugs on the back, so you don't have to screw each individual connector into the back. That's made for a specific bail mount that Garmin makes specific to this unit. And I've already got one installed on the training rack behind me. We'll take the plastic off later. Here we have some documentation, and that appears to be, hopefully it's an operator guide. And it is. This is the owner's manual. This book is also available online. You can find this in the download section underneath this particular device on the Garmin website. So even if you do lose the manual, you can still get access to it through the online. And frankly, what I usually do with these electronic manuals is I download them to my phone or my iPad so that I have them available to me electronically even when I'm on my boat. We have the mounting template for installation on the boat if you're going to do a flush mount, which in my case I'm not. And next we have a box in a box, and it's a tight fit. Okay, now that I'm done wrestling with the boxes, this is the box that comes inside the larger package, and it has what appears to be the cable bundles. This is actually transducer and the transducer cable, as well as the mounting hardware for that. And this is the other bail mount, which is a duplicate of what I've purchased separately. This one will go on my boat. The other one will remain in my training classroom. And we have power cable and some connectors. So that's it for the unboxing. I'll join you in just a moment when we power it up for the first time. Okay, let's talk about the mount for this display. This is the Garmin Bail Mount for the 106 SV, and I have an extra one here. This is the one that I'm going to be mounting on my boat. And there are a few things about this that you should probably be aware of. The first thing is that if you're used to a Lowrance or Humminbird, you may not be used to this type of latching system. So one of the things that you need to be aware of, if you look at the back of this, you'll notice that there's a button right here, right below where it says Garmin on this latch. And if you squeeze that button, you can actually rock that latch up. And you'll want to do that before you install the display so that it's easier to put on. If you try to do that after you're trying to set the display on the rack, you might find that it's a pretty difficult task to do. The other thing you may notice is the dust covers that are on the back of this device on each of the plugs. There's a dust cover on everything except the power plug, which I presume they expect that you're going to leave the power to this bail mount all the time. On the front, there's also a dust cover for the plugs that go into the back of the unit. And you'll simply just remove those. Those just slip right off very easily. And those expose the pin mounts for the bail mount. And once those things are exposed, you definitely want to get the device mounted. And anytime that you don't have the device mounted on here, you'll want to put those dust covers back on. So let's get started. Before I place this in the bail mount, I'm going to place the dust cover back on the front so that I don't damage the screen or put fingerprints on the front of it. And there we are. There we are. And there we are, with the dust cover on, ready to go. Okay, we're ready to set the device into the bail mount, and I want to show you that I've already released the latch here so that this top latch is moving freely. And what I'm going to do is align the base of the unit right along here, along this little ribbed area, and I'm just going to take that and set it in the bottom of the bail mount, and you'll be able to tell that it sits there nice and secure. As you lean the device back, you want to lift this latch just a little bit, rock the machine toward the back, and then press down on the bail mount latch until it clicks. Takes a little bit of pressure, but it does go in, and at that point your device is mounted securely. Now that we have the display securely mounted in the bail mount, we're going to remove the dust cover and power the unit on by pressing the power button in the upper right hand corner. It takes about 30 to 40 seconds for the unit to completely power up, so you'll notice a number of messages going by. At the bottom of the screen you'll see that it gives you the name of the device as well as the software date that's on the machine. It'll also load any maps that might have come with the unit. And you'll see an indication of what's there, G3 Coastal, G3 Inland, and Bahamas on this particular unit. And then you'll get to this screen. So once you get to this screen, you'll need to select the settings that are appropriate for you. I'm just going to very quickly go through a few. I'm going to agree. This is a safety warning in this particular case. I agree to their terms. And then I'm going to indicate that I am based in the United States, speak English. I'm not going to turn on store demonstration. I can actually do that later if I choose to. So I'm going to leave it store demonstration off. And then select OK to quickly set up the basic settings. I have a power boat. Minimum safe depth for the boat. In this case I'm going to set it to 6 feet. 3 feet is probably okay, but I'm going to set it to 6 feet because if I'm in less than 6 feet of water, I want to know about it, so I want it to let me know. And vertical clearance, I'm going to put in 15 feet just to make sure that my VHF antenna will clear bridge pilings. And collision alarm range, this is for the AIS function of the machine. Perhaps we can talk about that on a separate video, but I'm going to set mine to 1,000 feet. That's about 2/10 of a mile. And a 1-minute notification. And that's it. That gets you to your basic home screen. From there, usually the first thing that I'm going to do is take a look at the settings and system information. From there I'm going to look at this screen and take a look at where it says software information, and that will tell me the date on the software that I can compare to what's on the Garmin website to determine whether or not my software is up to date. If it's not, we'll create a separate video to show you how to update your software to the most current version. For now, since I know what level of software is on this machine, I'm going to press the home button, and that returns me to the home screen, and from there I can choose any of the functions that are available on this particular machine. Once you're at the home screen, let's just assume for the sake of discussion that you've completed what you wanted to do and you're ready to power the machine off. If you just short press on the power button, it'll bring up this menu, and you'll notice in the lower right hand corner highlighted in red it says power. If you touch that, it brings up a menu that offers to let you either put the device to sleep, turn the device off, or cancel and go back to the home screen. In this case, if you want to turn it off, just press turn off device. And that's all there is to it. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope this is helpful to you, and if you've got any questions or feedback, feel free to leave that in the section below. Until then, tight lines, and everyone stay safe on the water. Bye-bye. Just a few thoughts about the production of this video. We noticed that when we were installing the dust cover that it fits very, very tightly, so be careful when you're first putting it on or taking it off, just to get used to the amount of pressure that's required in order to do that. Also, the installation of the power cable to the bail mount, we didn't show that during the video, but it's very straightforward. The plug only goes in one way, so you pretty much can't mess that up. And numerous videos will follow to show live scope installation, updates to the system software, as well as several other features that this device supports. And I hope those are beneficial to you. If you enjoyed the video, let me know. Leave a comment below, or like and subscribe, and look forward to seeing you on the water. Take care, everyone. Tight lines and stay safe.